So, hello, anybody. Come on, come on, come on, come on up. Let them see you. Look over here, so they can see your face. Sable's out here with me. Holly's doing some stuff. And how's everybody? Hi, Tiffany. There she is. So everyone can see her sweet little face. Now she's back with her mama. Why does this do that? So anyway, that cat food was still sitting out there in a pile. Nothing touched it. Happy Friday. Let me just check a message here. So this morning I was apparently not a failure to Cousin Doherty. But I could tell from her looks. We tried broadcasting this morning, and that was a pain in the ass. That didn't work. No. But she wanted cantaloupe. And when I got a container like this big of it sliced, and I said, here, you can try this, and if you like it, I'll get you more. And she went, ow, because it wasn't big enough. We're not looking, I'm just pointing out that the cat didn't. This is still the cat food pile from last night. And the cat didn't touch it, so. Anyway, while I'm on here tonight, I'll keep an eye out, and if I see it, I'll switch over. So I was writing on the book today. I was working on Bad Barbie, and because to be honest with you, I'd like to have Bad Barbie done in a week, but it might take me longer. Kitty, come back. I got 4 people in here. Would I bore the shit out of everyone? Well, now we're up to 5. Let's see if we can get up to 10. Don't worry, I'm scratching. I'm reaching in my pocket. I'm scratching my leg. I'm not doing anything bad. Hello, Zelt. Hello, Mark. Hello, Cherie. Les, Tiff. What's everybody been up to today? Oh, we just watched. How are you coming out? car just drove by with the dog barking so loud it was out of control. I'm waiting until she comes out to tell you what we watched. There's not stop motion in this yet. You see, what has happened is somebody that's got an issue with Tom sends him a box, and when he opens it, Bad Barbie's in there, but you don't see her right away. What you see is like a camera's in the box looking at Tom, because the person that sent this affixed a camera into Bad Barbie's face that Tom doesn't even see, and it's recording Tom. So he's it's the angle. There's some neat stuff, some neat little tricks you'll see, and there's a note inside that says, "Do you believe me now?" And Tom doesn't really know what that's about. But somebody along the way that had been writing to Tom for help, he basically kind of, was an asshole to him. So they sent this possessed doll to him with a camera so the person can see what it does to Tom. I'm telling you, this isn't, you might laugh at some stuff that happens in this, but this isn't ha-ha, yuck, yuck, bad Ben frivolry. Are you out here?
No.
Oh, now I can tell because Mrs. Biggins is back. We apologize for trying broadcast this morning. It was acting douchey, but I don't know if I fixed it or I don't know what the issue is. But anyway, we watched The Pope's Exorcist. We just finished watching it about 45 minutes ago. It's Russell Crowe plays a priest. He's pretty good in it, although you got to be able to accept his supposed Italian accent. I don't even know what that sound was. I probably just broke something. But anyway. And The Pope's Exorcist, not The Pope's Exorcist. We're probably going to freeze up here in a second. I'm now seeing this jerked off thing running, showing me a low Wi-Fi signal. I got full Wi-Fi, but StreamYard goes this. So if it pauses, just hang around a minute and I'll be back. Yeah, that was creepy. The daughter. When the daughter that went like this, and then we had Mrs. Creaky in Eulogy. She was a badass. By the way, somebody wrote me to purchase the name of the sender for Bad Barbie. I'm going to have a couple other chances to have some inclusion in Bad Barbie, and they're going to be cheap. They're going to be, well, it's going to be under $100, but it's going to probably be like 99. But somebody, and I have to write them back because I told them I'd write them yesterday and I didn't. Now it will be 2 days, so tomorrow I'll write them. Tomorrow night, Steelmanville Road, I'm playing for free here. This ad on the bottom about donating won't be there. I won't be on screen. I'll be here if you're asking questions on the side. And I'll be here to start it, and I'll be here to stop it. And afterwards, I'll take questions that you guys have. And that's tomorrow night at 10. But so that's the plan for tomorrow. And it was well viewed last week. I don't know. Scott, I love the kid, but he just doesn't seem to let me know till he'll text me tomorrow and say, "Are we doing that live tonight?" And I'll say, "Well, I am. You haven't answered me." But kid works his ass off. God bless you. He's a good kid. His whole life doesn't revolve around Bad Ben like mine does and yours does.
You ever heard of a splatter punk book?
A splatter punk book? Here we go, folks. Here we go.
What?
Buckle up. What's a splatter punk book?
Well, you have horror, extreme horror, and then you have splatter punk. So it's like extreme stuff.
Like what? What's more extreme than a slasher flick?
Splatterpunk is more extreme than extreme horror.
But what is an example of splatter?
Like that book about Squid Game for kids.
Oh, God. Jennifer is glad we show the movies at 10 as they watch Svengoolie just before that. I don't know what that is. Do you? So, by the way, if anybody for the Bad Ben TV channel, beginning next week, there's going to be in the subscriber section, when you go to watch a movie, anything you go to watch, right before it, there's going to be one commercial, like 15, 30, or 30 seconds. And if you've got something you sell, if you do something online, you can do some, if you got any diamond paintings done or any of that stuff you do, we could even sell your shit on there. But the ads, the first people that want to do it, it's going to cost you nothing if you got something to sell. Then if you get any results from it, you can throw me a penny or two. But if you got a website or a podcast or I will do some of my producer friends' films I'll put up there. Tell people where they can watch them right now. Well, you can't see it yet. It won't be active till next week. But it's got the Blu-rays for sale commercial, and I'll have stuff up there. So I saw someone in the township that does some crafts, and I sent her a message. My poor buddy, not Matt, somebody else. He's had his daughter and his dog to the emergency room this week, and they're both in the emergency room right now, I think. Or the dog is. I'm sorry. The daughter's now taken care of. She's young. She had a kidney stone. She's young. That's what I think happened to me the other day. Past the kidney stone. The one thing it did was coming out, I guess it kind of acted like a freaking drill, because now I have great flow. Sorry I shared that. Is that splatterpunk? What I just said? What's it called?
Splatterpunk.
It is called splatterpunk. Okay.
Like that book I read about the guy who killed himself by sticking his head into a woman's vagina.
Oh my God.
because he wanted to go back into his mother's vagina.
You know, I have to say, you really take these broadcasts into the toilet, but you make them very interesting. Oh, and my buddy's dog got in the garbage after they ate chicken wings and swallowed 20 chicken bones. But they seem to have that under control too. But she's back in the because she threw up on an empty stomach twice. Ms. Fernandez says she loves Holly's commentary.
That was my favorite book from last year.
With the head and the vagina death? What did he do? Smother?
Yeah, he smothered himself.
How? How big was her vagina? Or how little was his head? Like, was he an encephalitic guy?
No, he cut her open, basically.
Oh my God, Holly!
You asked me.
But
She wasn't dead.
he cut open her opening more. Like when they do for babies. Cherie, where are you?
So
They do that little cut of the little
yeah,
space.
So he licked his head in.
So his head was both in her asshole and her lady hole.
Well,
Oh my God, YouTube's gonna take away my monetization. It's called an episiotomy.
what?
Cherie is a nurse and
Oh.
delivers babies. She knows what's that's called. My sister has my nephew when I'm 15 years old. Okay, my first nephew's born, and she winds up telling me. She goes, "Oh, she goes." I said, "How do you feel after she had the baby and all?" And she goes, "The only thing that hurts is where they cut you." And I said, "Where do they cut you?" And she told me between the lady hole and the butthole, so that they can stitch you up afterwards. And I guess it keeps you from walking around flapping with this. Oh my God.
Would you rather talk about Vessel's penis?
Chobley's child, though, had the option of passing through 4 different holes. And the main hole was huge. I will shut one day. I don't know what the fuck is all over that thing either. It's sticky as hell. But downstairs, I still have the tooth-filled vagina. Becky, you just walked in on a freaking wasp nest. We had a head stuck in a vagina and the guy killed himself. That's called sloppy.
It's the genre is splatterpunk.
Splatterpunk. I'm going to write splatterpunk.
Just come up with the most disgusting things you can think of.
Like sewing your nipples together.
There's another book. I can't. Let me look and see what it's called first before I tell you that.
How about in Game of Thrones when they walked up to the Ferengi or whatever those soldiers were called? They cut off his nipple.
It's not that bad.
Oh my God.
It's called, I really have it.
Jennifer, you've seen plenty of animals born now. I'm guessing. Maybe not. Maybe you just, adopt your 20-year-old cats and your. I'm glad I never birthed a child either. Let me tell you something. Other than that event where I thought, what?
All right, no, it's okay. Continue.
No, go ahead.
It's called Dead Inside.
That's what the book's called?
No,
Dead.
the one that I told you about is called Womb, W-O-O-M.
WOOM.
But there's another book there's another version of Splatterpunk, which is called Dead Inside, where these people work in a funeral home and they're both obsessed with dead bodies.
Did you ever wonder in a funeral home
Yes.
if any weird shit goes on for real? I do all the time. They've got this dead body there, and basically they do this.
And they're all weird people.
Well, they've got to be. I apologize if anybody in here is a mortician, but yeah, they're a little bit. And a guy I used to work with worked at the funeral home where my father was laid out and my mother, but I don't think he was still there by that time. But he was like outside of even the funeral home. He was the same way. I wouldn't say weird.
It sounds weird to me. Just working at funeral homes sounds weird to me.
Well, when we went into the funeral home after my father died, I said, "So where do you keep the bodies?" And they looked at me and said, "Excuse me." I said, "Where are the bodies?" They said they're in the mortuary. I said, "He's not in a freezer? He'll stink. This thing isn't for 2 days." My dad looked so sickly the day he, finally died,
Yeah.
but they made him look so good. He didn't look like him, but he looked good. Let me tell you something. Anybody, I want to tell you, first of all, if you're an old cocker yourself, which is Yiddish for old person, I think the number one thing, like one of the best things you can do, I did this with my mother. I did not have this with my father. I did this with my mother. I prepaid for a funeral. And I plan on my idea. My idea is in New Jersey, they actually have a cemetery where you're just wrapped in a cloth and put in the ground. So you're not just rotting in a box. You just basically become nutrients in the earth again. And I'll probably, flowers will grow over me and they'll all have diabetes. And did you guys hear Kaylee saying about, okay, wait a second. We got a couple stories here. We got Adam, we got Kaylee. My friend had a C-section, couldn't get him out with a regular cut. They made a second cut the opposite way. Had her second baby. They were pulling him out. The second cut they made with the first ripped open. Kaylee, I am so mortified by that. I can't even read again. All right, Adam, what happened at the morgue at Harvard University recently? Oh, no. Becky talked to a cashier today that played the Bad Ben game and loved it.
I saw the Markiplier video where he played your game again yesterday.
Yeah. I've never gotten a cent off that game. I was supposed to get 40%, but it's free to play, so how do they make any money? That guy who did that did a great job. He's probably pissed at me, though, because the distributor's name was on the. What the fuck did you send me?
The cover of that book I told you. The original book I told you about, not the one with the vagina.
The game had on it the distributor's name. So I messaged this guy and I told him to please remove it. And I said, because I now have the rights to the film again. And he's like, I got to reload it to the computer. I love this. This is why I can't get shit done. Oh, wait. Adam's telling the story. They were selling body parts. One of the people who was buying them is from Salem. So they were selling them to like not like a person donates organs when they die. They were selling body parts to people that had like a witchcraft or a demonic fetish. Not that those two are the same, Adam. Don't get mad at me. Hi, Juan. Harvard morgue was selling body parts to people. So yes, Les, in south of here in Cape May County, I think it's Woodbine. There's a cemetery. It's where they can bury you right in the ground. So what I'm saying was, if you prepay for your funeral, it's really a lot of people have insurance that when they pass away, it covers it. But like, I prepaid for my mother's funeral, and I didn't tell her. And I mean, the day I went there and I set it up where monthly I would make payments until it was paid off. Um, I came home and I used to talk, we could talk about anything. So finally I sat down with her and I told her that I started prepaying for when she went. And I said, hopefully it won't be for years from now. It was a year later. But I said I prepaid. And, she said, really? And she was all excited. This was just like her. She could surprise me. And anyway, she was all excited. She wanted to see the coffin I picked, and her favorite color was blue, so I picked blue. And she's like, "Oh, that's so nice." So this woman was buying body parts for years. One of the last things she bought was a big piece of skin that she had made into leather. The morgue wasn't aware of it, but the guy who worked there was selling parts. Hi, Will. Haven't seen you in a while, have I? Yes, New Jersey's one of the only states you can do that, Les. Woman would go to the morgue and pick out the parts she wanted. The college didn't know anything about it. Could you imagine? Oh, I want the flesh of her back so I can make a bonnet. Who says bonnet anymore? So I'm still watching for the cat tonight. And the food from yesterday that's down on the sidewalk there was untouched by anything. This is where the food is. If you see the dark spot there, let me make it bigger. Hang on. This right here is the food. And no raccoons or none of the wildlife out there ate it. So I got that off to the side here. And if I see something, I'll switch over to it. Oh, let me see what Mrs. Biggins sent here. Holly! Lord Jesus!
What?
I got to share this now. Here, which one is this?
This is the one that's Squid Games for children.
All right, this is Squid Games for children. This is the book. Look at that. What the hell kind of sick bastard is he? I don't even know what this is. Oh, I know what that is. Oh, you guys saw it here first, probably.
It's very popular on TikTok.
So was Harry Potter. Good evening, Ashton. So this woman wasn't doing witchcraft. She was just making money selling body parts to collectors. Now that's a hobby. I bet she was having sex with it. She said, "Yeah, give me the liver." Les said that looks like a cover of a Goosebumps book. Ashton says, "Good evening." How's that little one, Ashton? Becky said that Les nailed it. So, yeah, just a reminder, tomorrow night at 10, I'm playing Steelmanville Road. And afterwards, we'll take Q&A. Well, I'll take it. I don't know who I'm going to have with me. My God. Let me see what I got over. Why do I have all these emails? What? Let me tell you, I don't want to actually say this, but I decided to use Angie's List, and I signed up to have a door installed tomorrow for the studio. It's something I can't do myself. So I chose Angie's List instead, just advertising for a contractor, because I figured if it's done wrong, I can take and I have some recourse through them. So I wind up getting a call from this guy, and he says, "What are they charging you?" And I told him, he says, "Listen, cancel through Angie Lists and I'll do it. And you'll save $100. Click delete. I said, never mind. I canceled. I went to Angie's List, got my money back. And then I asked my friend Mike to do it. It's just he's so busy. What are White Claws? Booze? Oh, that's right. I've seen them. They come in cans, right? In the vampire situation, in the Dracula situation, Mrs. Biggins has a vital role. She slips me the fish. Mike made the coffin too. He is talented. Well, he's not driving me nuts, trying to tell me what he's going to do, not what I want. He'll tell me what he's going to do. Holly is famous. She ripped the head off zombies. They were laying in the family room. She was supposed to have a role in the last film, but she demanded too much money. Ugh. It's 9:40 already. We've been at this for 35 minutes. What? You're staying for 20 more minutes till I'm done. They don't like to just hear from me anymore. They like to hear from you too. Holly's the second most famous person in this house. So do any of you do crafts or anything, or sell anything that you ship anywhere? Oh, by the way, update on the talkers. They're finally in the process of shipping. I've had back orders since March. And I've had back orders since the spring, and it will be the fall before I finally have them. They're supposed to come by like September 10th. And just so you know, I ordered 30 extra, but I'm not going to put them up for pre-sale until they're actually here. Well, Cherie, we should sell some of your Etsy stuff. Pizza Wentz just sent me. Let's see what you're selling. Let me make sure it's nothing dirty. No offense. I'm going to be watching. Looking. Ooh, illustrations. Let's look. Go to Etsy, or should I go to the portfolio, or should I'll go to Etsy. So you do the artwork. Are you still in here, Pizza? You do the artwork that I'm seeing on these things. Look how cool Etsy is. I've never actually been to the site. Oh, Adam, is Jennifer still in here? Because I want to show you something. I'm going to share. I'm going to share. And Cherie, send me a link to your shop. So let me see. All right. Let me share this screen here. Jennifer, look at this. This is like right up your alley, lady. You and Adam. And our friend here, Pizza Wentz, does these by hand. Look at them. How? I'm going to have to send this to you so you can check this stuff out. You know, I always ask when I see mugs if they're dishwasher safe, but you know what? I never put a mug in the dishwasher. Always just rinse them out, or Holly does for me. I know, right? Well, we'll do a commercial that shows some of these things. And with your permission, Vanessa, I will put a link to this on the Bad Ben website. And look how, like, reasonable of the cat. $8 by $8. It's only $10. I like it. And this for Halloween. And there's a dog's unisex shirt. Oh wait, am I still doing it? This is so fun, this site. Dead Inside. Didn't you say Dead Inside? Huh?
Yes.
Well, you need to see these. We were talking about a book, Dead Inside. Vanessa, this stuff is so cool. I love looking when people do. Here's a dog with. That's how Sable came home when we brought her in the house the first night. She had one of those shields on around her head. She beat the shit out of me. Aren't they? I look at the, oh well, that, I gotta pick it here. The wiener dog. With boots. I like it. The mugs are dishwasher safe. Well, that's cool. You guys that have any interest in this right now, I think I can show links in here. These should appear on your screen now. You can check out her stuff right there. And Cherie, send me your link and we'll look at your stuff too. How cool was that? I am flagging your email so I can find it tomorrow. Ugh, they could make this so much easier. I'm talking about switching between images. That's the cat food that went untouched. All right. We're going to go look at Cherie's here, but it didn't pop up yet. Let me just make sure it didn't go. I don't know why you would go to spam. Cherie, where'd you send it? To Nigel at nigelbach.com? Wait, I show something here. No, that ain't it. I don't have an email from you yet. All right, here, I'll take it from here. I can't. Now send email to me, Cherie, because I can't cut and paste that. Oh. Where's this fucking cat? We need a big net, Holly. How? Why are you so quiet? Huh?
Sorry.
You mad at me? Oh, I'm in trouble here, folks. When we go offline, I'm going to hear something I did wrong. All right, there's Cherie. Let me show this too. Hang on. We're going to show Cherie Etsy now too. Your pet's name, dog food, cat food, or cookie jar. Mason jars. San Francisco Giants. Oh, I guess it could be any. Green Bay Packers, Mason jar bank. Look, these are whole sets of things. I'll tell you right now, here's my favorite. The pig jar. You guys are so talented. Look at this. When I was a kid, we canned tomatoes once. It was a lot of work. But they would make that popping sound. Well, let me. Oops, how do I. Hang on. Let me do this. Right. Copy link. This is Cherie's shop. All night long, all night. He's still turning out music. All right, folks, we got 9 more minutes. What do you want to talk about? We talked about baby squid games. Last night we talked about eating the placenta. Tomorrow night at 10, we're showing Steelmanville Road with commentary afterwards. And then we're I'll take questions at the end. You can ask questions during the film too. I'll see them in the comments. Manipolis Lux says Bad Ben Dude. Uh-oh, here we go. Something tells me this is an ornery one. See how judgmental I am? Ugh. Look at the extra skin under my neck. Adam, they could sell this for body parts. Make a hammock out of it. Ugh, God. Disgusting. I'm glad you liked it. Well, anyway, silver screen in 3 weeks. It's in Denver, next town over. Joe Bob Briggs and Darcy will be there. Wish you were too. They didn't invite me. But I met Joe Bob Briggs and Darcy at last year's FrankenCon. They were very, very nice people. Oh, Danvers. I thought you said Denver. Danvers is driving distance. Yeah, they didn't ask me. Bad Ben was done in May of. Well, it was released in October of 2016, and Steelmanville Road was released in May of 2017. And then Banner Ben in the fall of 2017. I did 2 a year up until the pandemic. And then we did 1 that year. We did pandemic. And then, I don't know. This is going to be tight this year. Kyle Edward Ball is super down to earth. I don't know who that is. So anyway, folks, I'm staying on for 5 more minutes. Tomorrow will be a big day. We have the movie at 10 p.m. and I hope you'll join me. I probably won't be out here because unless I was to run a wire out here because the internet goes in and out here. Skinamarink. Did we ever see Skinamarink? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap up for now, and I will see you tomorrow. See you. Love you. Bye.